For my recipe of zacusca, I will be using about 1 kilo of capsicums, 1 kilo of eggplants, and about 3 medium onions. Now I will barbecue these off to give a nice smoky flavor, and I'll pop them in a bowl with cling wrap. This helps the vegetables steam so the skin can come off a lot easier. I'll dice up my 3 medium onions. The size of your dice will depend how big the final vegetable pieces will be in your dip. So if you like a smoother dip, you'll obviously cut those a lot smaller in the beginning. If you like bigger chunks of vegetables in your dip, you'll cut them bigger. So every person that makes this dish can change it up depending on what their family do prefer. It's also a good note to make that every Romanian that will make this zacusca dish will make it slightly different. So some people prefer a lot more onions because it gives it a nice caramelized flavor. So they'll put maybe 3 or 4 medium to large onions. Other people prefer it more salty, so they'll put more salt. Other people prefer to use vegeta rather than salt. Other people like it sweeter, so they'll use sugar. So it is very versatile. You'll make it your own way. It's not, my way or the highway. You make it your own way depending on what your family like. So I'll cook off, as you saw, my onions for about 5 minutes to sweat them down. Then I'll add in the eggplant, the capsicum, and 1 can of 400-gram diced tomatoes. You can use fresh tomatoes, of course. There's my 1 tablespoon of sugar, my ½ teaspoon of peppercorns, and 3 bay leaves. Then I'll add in my 1 teaspoon of salt. Salt does carry through a lot, so be aware of that. After cooking on the cooktop for about 40 minutes, I'll remove my bay leaves. I cook it down a further 15 minutes or so, and then I'll pop them into sterilized jars. I'll wipe the rims, and then I'll put the lid on, and then I'll leave them upside down overnight to cool down. You can cut up some nice Vienna, pâine de casă, or sourdough and enjoy. We do like to have our zacusca in the fridge, so it's a nice cold dip, and you can see how thick it has now become. And it's just such a lovely snack that reminds me of home. It reminds me of my childhood. And I like to make it every now and again. And there's my recipe.